It's that time of year again. You know what I mean. Performance review time. Are you a person that loves it, or are you a person that dreads it? There are some organizations which they just see this whole activity as a tick and flick exercise. You know the ones, you've probably experienced that too. And they have some other organizations that really invest their time in an evidence-based approach to giving feedback and letting people know exactly where they stand. Do you know which organizations do best? You guessed it, the ones that have evidence-based approaches in which they're investing in their employees. If it's a tick and flick exercise, guess what? Your employees are going to be disengaged. I know that for a fact. In my military career, performance reviews were vitally important. We only had a limited amount of time to get from zero to hero in our careers to get promoted up the ladder as quick as we could. And performance reviews were an essential component. One bad review could set you back 3, 4, even 5 years for promotion, then you've missed the cycle. But it was essential for every single year. You had a midterm and an end of year, and it let you knew where you stood. And there was that discipline and rigor, because if you didn't do it, you got in trouble. I don't see this in civilian street. Since leaving the military, these conversations have been very few and far between. And in some places, it's just been a bit of a tick and flick exercise, or, hey, Clint, come here, sign this. Job's a good one. I'm like, what does this mean? Are you happy with my work? Are you not happy with my work? Can you give me a bit of feedback? That leads to confusion. That leads to a bit of disengagement. And then you're looking for other jobs, right? So it's a really simple process, and it revolves around 3 steps. So I'll share with you that today. First step is around the whole preparation. So book time in your calendar to write the reports. It doesn't take long, but you just need that focused time. The second one, and this is really 2 vital pieces of advice here. Have a P file. If you haven't already got one, watch my video on P files. It's your personnel file. It has everything that you've done well throughout the year. And another really good one is have a brag sheet. And this is something that you give to your team members and say, hey, I want you to put all the great things that you've done in this last year on the sheet of paper with all the evidence and everything, and then give it to me once you've completed it. Make sure it's done at least 1 or 2 weeks before, because then it'll give you all the evidence you need when you're writing your report on them. Review last year's report, your midterm reports, any of your one-on-ones that's in your P file. Review all of that information as well. Let them know it's coming. So book a time in their diary, give them a bit of an agenda, and then set the expectations up front. This is a performance review. It's around your performing in the workplace. If this is not a remuneration review, that is a separate meeting in itself. If we mix the 2 together, you're going to open up a whole can of worms. You're going to be derailed. You want performance, remuneration, 2 separate things. Once we get that clear, you will have a great conversation. Stage 2 is during. Book a really good, suitable location, have the agenda, give them an overview of the report, and give them a copy of it. It's your own personal preference whether you read it to them or they read it themselves. If they read themselves, go out and grab a water, then come back in 10 minutes. Get them to highlight any areas that they want to question. This should be a collaborative process within there. Don't force them to sign anything on that actual day, just on there. Look at the details, highlight achievements, and then look at, okay, what's next for the next 12 months? What development goals do you want to have? Agree any performance expectations and agreements, and then end the meeting. Give them a week to review it, to make any comments, any changes, and then you can then adapt that and change anything you need to, okay? It will give them time to go away, think, and then come back. Like I said, it's a collaborative process. Set another meeting up in a week, review it again if there are any changes, lock in those development goals for the next 12 months, those 3 goals, and then just normalize it. Feedback should be constant all the way through the year, not just kept for 1 or 2 periods throughout the year. Like I said, those organizations that are doing it regularly are getting the best results. In my view, performance discussions should be happening on a regular basis every fortnight. So have a think about that. It's a simple process. Set the time aside, give them the tools, and then you'll be able to deliver that really good performance review discussion. Remember, it's not about you, it's about them. And it's one of the most important times of the year for your team members. You're going to get engagement, you're going to boost their motivation, and you will get the results you need.